Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Welcome to a North and South line battle as hosted by the Union troops. And oh my goodness, that's a pretty tight spawn in here, along with horses. Hello everyone, I hope you're all well. I hope you will enjoy tonight's battle. It will be a siege, as you can see. This is the fort defend. Okay, there's not really much you can say about that, but anyway. You can see that these guys are in this difficult to approach fort that has a door that they seem to be having trouble getting out of. Anyway, let's see, there's Sir Crank from New Jersey. Now, on the Union side we have Philadelphia's, New Jersey's, Connecticut and Hinkle, along with a few others in there. There's Rhode Island, Swedish mercenary, and also some other gentlemen from Michigan. On the opposing side, the Confederate side, we have Brigadier General Rockefeller and the 32nd Massachusetts, also Michigan's, the 77th New York, and many others. Oh, look at that. Ulysses S. Grant is in there as well. And also fine fellows from Maine. So this is actually a siege as opposed to a battle. So we'll have to wait and see what goes on as the battle is starting to heat up. Now, you can see there a little bit of murdering going into the 77th. That's very unfortunate, as it looks like there's a quick rush across the bridge, the railroad bridge. Here is the 9th Ohio, making a rush under fire from the enemy with Thomas in command, and you can see him in the process of trying to defend. Let's see, over here we have from Pennsylvania Relithol, or Relly T. Lowell maybe, Private RY 1459, and there's Paradox in there as well. From Rogan Sharpshooters, now, all named after their commander. Now, as you can see, these guys trying to defend themselves behind a nasty tree. Well, a defending tree for them, really. But you can see that this is the area that is being sieged, as far as we can tell. OMG potatoes! No, not potatoes. He is taken down. As the 1st Connecticut, there's Coltrane and Barry Scott. I'll always make sure the situation is clean. And there's Nicolina Ranger, or Granger I should say. And you can see these guys attempting to defend. And one thing I will say, have a look at the uniforms. We have new uniforms on all of these players, and don't they look wonderful? Oh, I hear fine music. Look at these fellows, don't they look great? Now, for those of you who are not aware, as we move over to Lick Blazanis, as he is holding the flag, there will be a shortcut in, or a link I should say, in the description for you to go to a website to vote on the forthcoming game being made by the same developers of this wonderful mod, North and South. So I will send you a link. Please go there and vote for that as Indie Game of the Year you're looking forward to. It is, of course, called War of Rights. And we wish them every luck in their development process. Because, after all, a game lives and dies based on its community. Without you guys playing this game, this mod would have died a long time ago. So, let's just see. Taliban Nexus, and there's the old man, and these guys taking defences positions behind this place and behind the fences as well. You can see now this house is being defended. You can see them doing a good job of defending it. You've also got these fellows around the back trying to defend. There is obviously 2nd Massachusetts. There's Brigadier General Haldane looking fine and dashing on his horse. There's Griffin, also from the 32nd Massachusetts, as well as Sergeant John Doe. Look at him, doesn't he look fantastic? So, gentleman hiding behind the tree is Latvian Viking. as Red Potato has been killed. So, the old man... Oh dear, this was a nasty squidgy death, wasn't it? So let's just wait and see, as we're now watching Joey Parry from Michigan make his way out towards one of these buildings. We shall watch as the rest of his teammates... You got to at least lower... No, okay, don't lower the flag then. As... Who's this individual hiding behind a tree? Who are you? He's in a tree! It's James Graham, First Sergeant from... Well, quite. And he is making his way out as Brigadier General Hittenblast has been sliced and diced by Kremsey. And looks like the roast beef. Now, I can't tell who roast beef is from. 3rd Massachusetts, so it could be that roast beef has missed out the A. Private roast beef. And you can see here they're looking to break into the fort. The fort is in the process of being defended. There's Donkey Flem. A wonderful name, sir. And there's Corporal de Tiger defending the colours. Down goes Old Glory, complete with bullet holes in. And you can see there a little bit of rifle... Oh, fine rifle buttage going on. Oh dear. And this, unfortunately, we're getting a little bit of lag on the server for the players. And it is a bit unfortunate for them. Detracts from their enjoyment. And now let's see at the differences. We have 91 and 96, so 10 and 2. So it's all pretty open right now with respect to this situation. The 72nd Pennsylvania. Who's drumming? Who's doing the fine drumming? I'm getting further away from the drumming. Ah, look at these. It's Charmley Warner. Musician Charmley Warner from the 72nd Pennsylvania. With John Fireboy standing next to him. Oh, love that music. Oh dear. Hinkle just caught a cannonball. Oh dear. Never mind. Poor Hinkle. Rip. So let's just see. As here is Corporal Megawolf behind... Oh, listen to that fantastic cannon report. Oh, that's going to be an unfortunate cannon fireage. But we'll wait and see. As Brigadier General Haldane has been taken out as well. And it's just a matter of trying to make sense of what's going on with the battle. As you can see, this artillery position here in the Union Army. And they are trying to engage that particular area. You can see all these defences around here. You can see the fort still overlooking the rail bridge and still being defended. You've got Union colours out here. You've got Confederate colours that have been dropped. And these guys also now defending the railroad bridge to their best endeavours, as Corporal Adelon from the New Jersey Brigade. Major Jenkins also in there from the New Jersey Brigade. You can see any attempts across the river have been brutally cut down, as you can see this gentleman here. And look at the number of Confederate flags that have been dropped. Corporal Nick Lazanis. As soon as you carry the flag, it pretty much makes you a target. As there's Mac Mousey from the 77th. And who's his friend with him? That's Private Addy. So Addy's in the process of... Oh dear, roast beef has just sliced somebody by accident. And now let's see what's going on, because these two guys are hiding behind a rock at the moment. And a lovely shot coming in there from Mac Mousey. Going in for the final charge. Let's follow. Oh, listen to that gurgling and squelching. Oh, that's just disgusting. Never mind. Another fine cannon coming in from Sausage Jan. So let's go and find out what's going on as we move over to the 1st Michigan Private Hopper. And here we go, the 2nd Rhode Island. And And there, of course, their commanding officer, Barbaneth. Rhode Island, obviously, renowned for the rapidity of their retreats. They are, of course, the... Oh, there's Lieutenant Colonel Jeppen. Oh, nasty, nasty goings on there, as it looks like New Jersey and Rogue Sharpshooters got taken down by a cannonball. So let's see, Lieutenant Colonel Jeppen. It looks like poor Barbaneth turned round and is... Oh! Barbaneth with a fine cannonball catch with his face. Oh, that was so unfortunate. Poor Barbaneth. And it looks like his Lieutenant Colonel will have to take over command of the troops. Very unfortunate for poor Barbaneth. 9th Ohio, General going past. There, of course, Ulysses S. Grant. Old unconditional surrender doing his work now. Oh dear, they've just killed Charmley Warner. They've executed the poor musician. Musicians get no love. It just breaks my heart. Anyway. There's Alex Wheeler also in. And Mac Mousey. These guys moving out. Who else is there? There's Nick Lazanis. And they're followed up by Brigadier General Haldane. Oh, wow. Matthew Ferguson. An absolutely stunning cannonball. Let's move over to Mr. Ferguson. Okay, we won't move to him. Let's find out if we can find Mr. Ferguson and see what kind of fun he's having. Because at the moment, he seems to be doing a pretty damn good job of killing an awful lot of people. Where is Matthew? Now, nothing like a bit of random horn work in the background. Who is horning? It's Payne Mace. Payne Mace from the 32nd Massachusetts, with fine horn work going on there. Twink Toes? I thought that was Twinkle Toes, but it's Twink Toes. And let's see if we can look around all the various players. Ah, there's Hinkle. Oh, look at that. Hinkle in a fine green uniform. Oh, doesn't he look lovely? Doesn't he look wonderful? Mr. Hinkle there. One of the developers of this mod. As Charlie the Turtle gets finished off by Pol Pot. Yeah, how are you going to explain that? I've no idea. There's Private Coulter. There's Zunopes. There's Mega Wolf. And there, of course, is the Green Hinkle. And Private Edel. We move over to the other side of the bank. And we hear music. And the fort. Well, I'd say it's more of an outpost than the fort. But, oh! Now, that's not going to offer a lot of cover, I have to say. So, you can see here, guys over, and it looks like they're making use of the bank to try and actually provide some support and a little bit of cover. But it's not going to do Private Dillon a good. Now, let's see. There's Dugald Fife. There's Matthew Ferguson. And look at that braiding. Doesn't he look glorious in his attire with a fine sash and a beautiful belt? And he's been doing some lovely cannoneering for tonight. Now, let's see who's over here. This is the fine fellows from Maine. As Fish from Maine has been finished off. He has been well and truly boiled. Or maybe fried. Difficult to say. There's Dagon also from Maine. Oh, ouch. Barry Scott is no more. Clean up your own mess, Barry. As let's see what's going on. Let's just check. Yeah, ping's a little high. And oh dear. Poor Storag's still in observer mode. So, we're looking over to First Lieutenant Frankie, who appears to be lagging slightly. Hit and blast takes... Ow. Diddles is no more. Fife Major Diddles. Poor Diddles got diddled, quite literally. He may have got diddled in the doddle, and he's not doddling any further. Oh, look at that. They plant the flag at the position of Diddles. Oh, isn't that wonderful? Fine. fine moment there for the late departed Diddles, or the recently diddled Diddles. Now let's just see. You can see here a little bit of sapper work going on, but the railroad bridge is still remaining in a good situation. And oh dear, Barbaneth has just been shot by Smithy for some reason. And there is Private Max. Fantastic. And when it hits about 7 minutes, they are going to change it to a battle. Due to, obviously, problems relating to map, lag, things of that kind of funky stuff. Now, obviously, lag is not ideal when enjoying yourself. As there's Brigadier General Haldane taking a pot shot with his rifle. Now, obviously, bear in mind, you know, these probably made in Pennsylvania, maybe, in some of these rifles. Oh dear, not that it did Haldane much good, as he took a bayonet to the gizzards. But also the Enfield rifles that came over from England were also very popular, but also very popular with both sides. So, Staff Major Hadley, Raven Brigade. And he just got shot by Hinkle. Nice shot, Hinkle. Fantastic stuff. God damn it, Hinkle, says Hadley. Oh, there we go. A fine shot from Hinkle. As these guys continuing to get pushed back. Now let's see the numbers. See, the thing is, it's difficult. 76 and 86, so the numbers are still... See, 28 and 4 dead. How does the Confederate only have 4 dead? That is quite impressive. When I'm seeing a lot of stabbing going on. There's Matthew Ferguson. Oh, here we go. Looks like the artillery is trying to defend themselves. There's Abercrombie from the 77th New York. There's Phoenix Ops. Latvian Viking. Nagayan. Twink Toes. And Theophilus Chrysanno from the 3rd US. So it looks like they've managed to defend their artillery. As Thomas Bowen seems to be getting slightly confused. And there's Norma's gun. And we'll probably be resetting it very quickly. Very soon. And there we go. The defenders have managed to defend it. And I guess they don't have many dead because they get to respawn regularly. They got unlimited lives, whereas the attackers do not. They have a limited sort of 5 lives, which is pretty much. So let's see. Here's Honeymoon on his honeymoon. You don't see many honeymoons going on with bayonets, but we'll have to wait and see what happens as gentleman there is defending himself by the river, and down goes Honeymoon, murdered by Private Mullins from Massachusetts. So there we go. We have reset the server, and we'll be right back. And so we are live, and we have had a map change, and we are now flying towards the armies. Okay, Hinkle looks a little out of place, I have to say. Looks somewhat German, but never mind, he is. There's Barbaneth from Rhode Island, and the other members of the Rhode Islanders. There's Private Donny, there's Swedish Mercenary, there's Starog, and Lieutenant Colonel Jeppen. Now, who's at the end? There's Smithy at the end as well. So the Rhode Islanders, the Usain Bolts of North and South, are now moving out. And I know what you're thinking. It's unusual to see them going forward, but no, this is not the case. Brave souls, everyone. Now, let's just see what's going on as we follow up these gentlemen here. Lieutenant Rogan from the Rogan Sharpshooters. This is the man the sharpshooters are named after. From the 72nd Pennsylvania. There's Bymest. There's Ryle. Jordan V. Matty C. And there's Rye. Really T-Lol. Yeah, we'll call him Really T-Lol. There we go. Mr. RT Lol. Anyway. Let's see what's going on as the cannons sounding over there. Oh, a little bit of a cross thing going on there. Very nice. Synchronised moving here by the members of this army. As Smithy, unfortunately... Oh dear. Poor Smithy has expired on the run outwards. And Abercrombie has just punched Matt to death. Lovely stuff. Good to see that there's a little bit of fun and games going out now. So, let's see. There's Tazulin. Look at these fine fellows. Oh, these uniforms look lovely. Look at them. There's Sergeant Arctic from the 32nd. Oh, cannonball over the top of the head. Fantastic. Good stuff. As we now see Molokai from the 32nd and Major Dagon catching a cannonball from Lugulas. And Ferguson again with a kill onto Honeymoon. And these guys continuing to move out now. Let's see if we can find out what's going on. Where the armies. Look at this. Here are the guys checking. Brigadier General Haldane and Staff Major Hadley. These guys making their way, and you can see them taking cover behind this lovely... Oh dear, oh dear. That is literally the second time in literally 2 rounds in a row that poor Hadley has died within the 5 minutes of the round starting. So, yeah, Hadley not having a good run of luck today. Anyway, let's see what's going on over here. As here is Colonel Spears from Mainz making his way out with his regiment. Those dirty rats indeed. Fine horn work. Coming in from... Typical, as soon as I observe him, he stops. As you can see, more fire coming in from Paradox and Luff-Hip as well. A few casualties. There's the late lamented Hadley. Hadley, Radley, Diddley, Dodley. Anyway. There's John Doe also. So, there's Balrog. Here we go. The Rhode Islanders taking cover in this area by the bridge. So they're obviously defending against the push. And there's obviously Swedish mercenary in there as well. And there is Barbaneth, catcher of cannonballs with face. And let's see who they're fighting against, because obviously these guys are trying to defend this bridge. You've got defenders over on the left-hand side behind the trees, the good cover provided by trees, and the not good cover provided for poor Private Alan Smith from Michigan. As Red Potato gets taken down. Look at that. What's going on? Rockefeller with a lovely kill onto 3 members of the Michigan and also one of the Pennsylvanians. Very, very nasty cannonball work, have to say. Fantastic. Fantastic work being done. And it looks like the Rhode Islanders... Listen to that bouncing cannonball. Oh, heavens above. Look at that. Wow, he really dodged a bullet. Thomas Beale. Nathan Jones catches a bullet from the Pennsylvanias. So, yeah, better be This is the part of the problem that you always have with commentating. You can't be everywhere. So you can see now the battle for the bridges. You've got a massive battle going on one bridge. Now the thing is, it depends on which side you look at. See, from this point, that's the left bridge and that's the right bridge. But from the other side, that's the left bridge and that's the right bridge. So we shall just wait and see. Now you can see the massive fire coming in from these fine fellows here. Demon Chestnut, the 32nd Massachusetts, defending the wooden bridge. And you can see also over here on one side, you've also got the 9th Ohio. And there's Bad Twin holding the colours high. Now, these guys over here from the Confederate state are going to have a problem, because they're in danger of being pushed in from multiple directions. And look at that. Absolutely decimated, just their numbers taken apart. However, defiant fifing continues. Where is that fifer? We are moving. Fine fifing. Fine fifing occurring. Love the stuff. Love it. Gotta love that music. Rocking out. Corporal Adelon headbanging to his fine music. Now what's over here? Colonel Sasal moving forward. Wink wink. Retreating armies passing advancing armies. And generals continuing to spy on the battlefield. There's Rob Stark. General Shark here. Staff Lieutenant Henry. There's our boy. Ouch. As Matthew Ferguson finally catches a cannonball from Douglas. And let's move over to this other stone bridge, because there's a stone bridge over there and there's a fine stone bridge over here. Let's just see what's going on as we see more people. There's Sakashi, who darts behind a tree. New Jersey Brigade, 1st New Jersey Brigade, 7th New Jersey, recruit Fire Sword. Artigo in there as well. Now, let's just check to see who they're up against. They are up against Ohio. Oh dear. And they're suffering casualties as well. There's a gentleman charging across the bridge. It's Mr. Turtle. It is the attack turtle himself. Dodging those bullets, but not well enough. Poor turtle. There everyone. And Alex Wheeler. Oh dear, that's the late lamented Alex Wheeler there. As Nick Lazanis has to move away.
Move! Move!
As there's Lieutenant Colonel Spears trying to bring his forces up as well. Let's see if we can find out who is remaining. Dodging left and right, look at that. Here, of course, the Rhode Islanders. Barbaneth currently alive as they've done a quick cross of the river, as Private Donny seems to have somewhat wet trousers. Oh, look at those pigtails, Donny. And seems to be having trouble keeping up with the rest. So there's Barbaneth. Not in with a pistol, he's in with his rifle musket. And he's leading his forces through the trees. Let's see, what is his quarry? Looks like he might be going for this small indentation here to offer a little bit of outflanking fire. We'll have to wait and see. On to maybe this lot. We'll have to wait and see. It is the 1st Connecticut. So those guys are moving out. As Donkey Flem, Corporal Donkey Flem from 1st Connecticut, continue to defend the wooden bridge. So we have the stone cobble bridge on the right and the cast stone bridge on the left. Or the other way round, depending on which way you want to see it. This is, well, I don't know, this is kind of cobbly as well. It is quite cobbled in its design. I don't know. We could call this the Big Stone Bridge, and the other one over Little Stone Bridge. Yeah, Big Stone Bridge, Little Stone Bridge. That sounds like a town, and we're actually fighting in Stonebridge. That would be rather nice, but we'll have to wait and see. But unfortunately, Haldane won't be seeing any of it, as he's just caught a cannonball with his nose. Colonel Sassow from the 2nd Connecticut, you can see here. And now we move in on the 3rd US. Hornist at the back, Pain Mace. Yes. As Starrag manages to catch a slice. Oh, this is not going to be good. It looks like the members of Rhode Island could be under attack, as their outflanking manoeuvre may not have succeeded. As we continue around. Look at that. Lugullus, cannoneer of choice. Look at all these. God, there's a lot of officers standing there using spyglasses. Too many officers spoiled the cannon, I guess. But they seem to be doing a good job. Yep, there's the point proven. As Harloff manages to take out Griffin. And let's see what's going on. As we watch Twink Toes make his way across the little stone bridge. And there is Mappa Zebad building a tent. And somebody obviously doesn't approve of that tent. So, let's see if we can find out what's going on. If we can find the battle that is occurring. There we go, a little bit of stabby goodness going on. There's gentlemen from Ohio are having a battle with gentlemen from Maine. There's a little bit of problems breaking out in the Ohio ranks, and Harloff with a fine kill onto multiple members of the 32nd Massachusetts. There's Pol Pot's from Maine. George! And a lovely stab into Sark here from Pol Pot. Pol Pot kills another one. As Pagan Viking has just been shot with a cannonball. Very unfortunate for him. Dougal Fife. Let's see if we can find... There's Pain Mace obviously in with the horn. As we look around, let's look at the difference in numbers. 34 versus 17. The Confederate States are in a very, very unfortunate state right now. As you can see, their numbers significantly dwindling, I should say. There's Taliban Nexus. But the behemoth that is the 32nd Massachusetts, there of course is Mr. Niggles, the Nigglinator himself. There's Private Jonathan. Ah, Staff Lieutenant Henry, loading his, I think, breech-loaded rifle. Not 100% certain about that. Podman, there's Pol Pot, and Malgrim, and Dougal Fife. So, Rockefeller, checking to see what's going on. Now, who is that? Lieutenant Colonel Crow. Checking out the artillery. As there is Guru Dennis from the 32nd Massachusetts. The captain, no less. And there's Beaver. Now, let's see if we can get an idea of what these teams are doing, because with only 11 versus 28 members of the Union, I think the Confederate States may be taking a defensive role. We'll have to wait and see. There's Guru Dennis. Now, let's just check. Yeah, the 32nd Massachusetts are on the Union side. So it's the 2nd Connecticut and the New Jersey Brigade. See if we can find some of them. Here we go, here's some of them. This is probably the large majority of them that remain, is the artillery section. And yeah, look at that. Oh heavens. Numbers streaming across. Absolutely streaming across the field. And they are under fire from the cannons. Look at these fellas. Moving out, the 9th Ohio, 20th Maine, 32nd Massachusetts, and we're going to follow them all the way in. Look at this. Oh, wow. This is fantastic. Oh, okay, so they decided to hide behind a wall. Well, damn it. Someone's on the wrong side of the wall. Come on, Beaver, get on the right side. So now we shall now watch as these guys continue to charge forward. Charge! Guru Dennis leading the way. The war cry sounding in the background. As now we watch this mass attack towards the artillery section. Harleaf looking, hiding behind the well-armed tent. And in they come. Ow. Okay, that hurt rather a lot there. As poor old Eugene Beaver got well and truly screwed. Now you can see here Lieutenant Alpha, and you can see the battle now continuing with lots of rifle butting and barrel bashing and bayonet fun going on. As you can see, Lieutenant Frankie getting taken down. There is one remaining, and is Rissy. Where is Rissy? There is Rissy. And he now is going up against the entire Union Army. Can he get a kill? He can! A Podman killed! Oh, fantastic moment there. And the beacon has been indicated. He's fixed his plugged bayonet, and he's ready to defend himself against the entire army. Does he go for the colours, man? He does, but he's got to watch his back. The guy's going in with the colours. Oh, look at that. A fine stab into Guru Dennis. Manages to not avoid his bayonet. And a turning stab coming in from Rissy. And finally, shot in the face by Desis. And Rockefeller follows up with a team kill cannon. And we shall move to the next round. And so, we are out with the final round. There were some technical problems with respect to Union cannons not spawning, possibly a slight bug on the map, difficult to tell. At this current moment, however, the Confederate state is moving out with Colonel OMG Potatoes. Doesn't he look dashing? Look at him in that fine uniform. New uniforms provided to me today by Hinkle. Thank you, Hinkle. Now, let's see. It looks like they are going to defend Little Stony Bridge. Now, I wonder what's happening over here, because we're at Wooden Bridge now. And over there is Large Stony Bridge. So, at this current moment, this seems to be a good defensive position for these guys to get into. There's Private Edward F. Noel. Eridorn. And look at these guys taking defensive positions behind the trees. Well, some of them are. Nicolina Granger needs to get behind cover. The trouble is there's only so many trees available and so many rocks. That's not going to offer a lot of support there, Mr. Blood. And here, defending the wood bridge, you can see here. Let's just see. Oh, Dougal Fife. Ouch. Now, over by the corn and maize fields, you can see here 7th New Jersey with their flag, yeah, I know what I meant, their colours and flag flying. And we move over to Large Stony Bridge, and you can see attacking across the river other members of the 72nd Pennsylvania Regiment. As Colonel Spears from Maine has just caught a bullet, along with Major Dagon as well. That's really unfortunate. Officer aim may be occurring there. And here, of course, is the Rhode Islanders moving up along the wall to support their teammates. There's Barbaneth. Now, see who those teammates are. They are Pennsylvania. Aha! It is, of course, the famous Battle Bush. Yes, it is Hinkle in his Battle Bush. As the Rhode Islanders move over to the right-hand side. Oh, that's not going to be a good idea for Donny. He needs to get back over there. And we shall... There's Starog. Recorder of note. And let's just see. Over here is Swedish mercenaries. So, you can see these guys all starting to line up behind this retaining wall. Oh dear. As Swissy also comes in with his New Jersey Brigade. There's Barbaneth. 2 against 1. I don't think it's going to work out well for you there, Barb. There we go. Who's Smithy? Get him! Get him! There is dissension in the ranks of the Rhode Islanders. Oh dear. Oh, and he's missed again. Oh no. This is not good. And round and round. There's supposed to be a battle going on, guys. You don't have time for this sort of thing. And he's missed pretty much every shot so far. Well done, Bob. Good job. So, let's go and see what's going on. You're kind of worried about how that's going to go against the enemy if he's missed a shot of a guy 2 foot away from him. Oh, ouch. George Hamilton taken down by Sergeant Major Jenkins, or Jenkins, I should say. A fine shot from undercover. As you can see, didn't do him much good. And Barbaneth finally killing Lieutenant Colonel Jeppen. So he finally killed someone. So we couldn't wait that long, unfortunately. Sorry, Barb. And here is Pol Pot also. So you can see here, the defences are sort of laid out. You have this main field between the stone wall and the wooden fences. You have the defence of Wooden Bridge in the middle. And you have the defence and attack on Little Stony Bridge over there. And you have the attack and the defence on Big Stony Bridge. As Ulysses S. Grant just got shot by Swissy. Very unfortunate there. And now you can see here a run across Big Stony Bridge. Coming over. Let's just see who these fellows are. Being led by Michael Jones. It is the 72nd Pennsylvania. And these guys making their way over. There's John Hunskill. First Lieutenant Alpha. This is no time for sightseeing, fire bonds. Stop sightseeing, stop saluting a bridge, it's not impressive. And now his commanding officer is coming out to get him. Because these... Oh no, Misha has just shot Barbaneth in the face. So, come on you. Gonna try and get his men together. So, Barbaneth is now out of the battle. Oh dear, that's not good. Running from what looks to be generals. Oh no, it's cavalry. Abercrombie with a lovely shot to the chest. Xenop's doing a good job, or Snipes I should say. Let's just wait and see what's going on. As it looks like Poa just managed to take down Macmousy. And there's Lapidusa making a little bit of defensive work. Oh god, Wink's making a tent right in the middle of a field. That's going to be good defensive work there. You can see as Adjutant Lapoa, 32nd Massachusetts moving forward. You can see them now moving over towards the stone wall across the open field. This is going to be a difficult situation with 2nd Lieutenant Wolfers leading them forward. And this is going to be a nasty situation. And now we see what's going on. As there's Jesse Williams from the 3rd US. And now it looks like the members of the Confederate state are fleeing from the wall across Big Stony Bridge as the members of the Union forces continue to pull. Continue to attack. Nathan Jones there. As you can see here, Big Stony Bridge. Look at that fire coming in from those forces. And here are the defending forces. There's Major Jenkins defending New Jersey. Battle Bush, yes it is. Look at this lovely line from the 32nd Massachusetts. Well drilled fellows to a man. It looks like we may have lost Hinkle. He may have died mysteriously. But here we go. Here is the charge over Big Bridge. Yeah, Big Stone Bridge. So now you see some going through the water, some going across Big Stone Bridge. OMG Potatoes manages to get shot by F. Noel. And now you can see these guys defending as best they can. As you can see, even the drummers are getting involved. There's Max as well. And there's Nicer 10. Oh, look at that. There's more fire coming in. These guys charging in. Mass charge from the 32nd Massachusetts. There. I would suppose say their signature tactic is the mass charge, as the Rhode Islanders are only too well aware. So you can see now, filtering through the corn, battles in the corn. You can see them continuing to push through, but they also have numbers over on their sides, and that could be a very unfortunate situation for them. Very unfortunate. As you can see, more stabbings, oh dear. As let's see the numbers, 19 versus 35. The Confederate state is in a very bad situation. Yeah, I think Hinkle's definitely down because they're saying, rip Hinkle, rip the battle bush. So, yes, indeed. And here we can see the 72nd Pennsylvania now starting to disappear in towards the maize fields. But unfortunately for really T-Lol, he didn't get far enough. And Matty C now making their way out. There is Major Hugo. And let's just move out. No! Not Max! Damn it! Ah, musicians never get any love. Here is Firesword. You can see defending this building. Oh, those bullets coming in. Nasty, nasty things. And these guys literally... Oh, how lovely. A suicide box. Oh dear. There we go, stabby goodness occurring. As it's all starting, Raspberry Zapper gets finished off very quickly indeed. And Hunsky kills the tiger. And now there's Murdoch Crawford. Let's see. 3 Confederate State Troopers left. Here we go. The slice and dice has begun. Yeah, it's got a little crowded in there. Who it is? It's Twisted from Connecticut. Where is Twisted? Twisted is dead. He has been slain. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. And we shall see you all again next week for more North and South. We'll see you next time. Cheers, guys.